Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode we're going to be cooking a rolled pork belly roast on the kettle barbecue. From the juicy tender meat to the beautiful crackling, this roast is a must-learn recipe. To top it off, it's extremely simple to cook. To start, you'll need a pork belly. Lay its skin side down. Slice across the meat. I'm not using an overly large piece, but this can easily be scaled up to a larger piece of pork belly. Next, season with salt. I'm using G-Fresh's great range of dried herbs and spices. Then season with pepper, followed by a tablespoon of minced garlic. Spread it across the pork belly. Then some dried rosemary. Feel free to use fresh if you've got it available. Finally, add some fresh sage. Rip the leaves into pieces. This will help it to release even more flavor. Press the seasoning into the meat, making sure to press it into those cuts that we made earlier. Roll up the pork belly before laying out 3 pieces of cooking string. Tie the rolled pork belly together using the center string first. Then tie the outside strings together. Make sure to cut off any extra string. Place the pork belly in a roasting pan. I'm using a cast iron pan because it's a perfect size. Season the skin with salt. This will help it to become nice and crunchy. Make sure you use the pan because the pork belly is going to release a lot of fat which can cause a fire. But by doing it this way, the pork belly is based in its own juices. Set up your barbecue for indirect cooking. I'm using clean heat charcoal. It burns nice and hot and for a really long time. Have your barbecue sitting around a temperature of 355 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. For extra flavor, I'm adding some hickory wood. This will give the meat a nice smoky flavor. Cook the pork belly for 3 to 4 hours or until the internal temperature reaches 340 Fahrenheit or 170 Celsius. After about 3.5 hours, this pork belly is looking amazing. Take it off the barbecue and allow it to rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Don't cover it because we don't want to soften that amazing crackling. Listen to that beautiful sound. This pork belly is ready to slice. There you have it, a rolled pork belly on the kettle barbecue. From the juicy, tender meat to the beautiful crackling, this roast is a must-learn recipe. And to top it off, it's extremely simple. Please make sure to check out our Patreon page to help support the channel so we can continue to bring you more delicious recipes. If you found this recipe helpful, don't forget to share it, subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you have any recipe suggestions, leave them in the comments.